So we're going to do another example of ordering these decimals from the smallest up to the biggest. Now we're going to start with our tidy test. So we're going to make our columns here. So we're going to just kind of tidy in all of our ones, all of our tenths, all of our hundredths, and all of our thousandths. So you can set up your paper to look like this. Great. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our biggest numbers on the left, and we're going to see what kind of information we can gather. Can we find the smallest or the biggest right off the bat? Well, let's see. So we have a 1, a 2, a 1, a 1, a 2. So we have a three-way tie for the smallest so far, and we have a two-way tie for the biggest so far. Okay, so let's move on to the next column. So we can say, all right, well, if we look at our, let's just go with purple. We'll try to find the biggest one first. So when I look here, if I go to the next digit, tenths, right? Now I'm looking in the tenths column and I'm looking in the tenths column. Well, which is bigger? They were both tied with 2, but now 3 is bigger than 0. So that means that 2 and 303 thousandths is the biggest of these numbers. So we can now cross that one off of our list. And then magic, we now have our second biggest number because we'd ruled it out, right? We'd narrowed it down to two biggest from our initial information in the ones column. So we can now put that in our second biggest spot. So now we have just three numbers left, right? We can get rid of this one, check it off of our list. So satisfying. So now we have a three-way tie with the ones. Okay, so we got to move into the tenths. We've got a 4, we've got a 4, we've got a 3. Well, we know that this is now the smallest number of them all because it's the only one with a 3, right? It went from a tie to the smallest. So we can add that to our chart over here and then cross it off our list. And then we have a 1.4 and a 1.4, so we're tied until we see if we have a tiebreaker here in the hundredths column. Well, 0 is smaller than 3, so that means that 1 and 4 tenths or 40 hundredths is the next smallest, and then 1.3 or 1 and 43 hundredths is that middle number there. So we've ordered our numbers from least to greatest. Even though we found some of the greatest ones first, right? We still are sorting them and putting them in the order from the smallest